Okay, today we're talking about something everybody likes, fish and streamers. More specifically, the best time and place to do it. I've got a good opportunity today. It rained here maybe 3/4 of an inch, maybe up to an inch last night, or over yesterday and into last night. And for me, around here, that's a great time to fish a certain body of water. Some bodies of water, that much rain would completely blow out and it'd be totally unfishable. This body of water is a limestone creek. It drains out really fast, and just like the right amount of rain makes it amazing. There's a lot of reasons why fishing a streamer in rising water works great. I'm going to touch on a couple of those once we get on the water, but public safety announcement, just be careful. You know, if it's raging white water out there, don't get in the water. Or stick to the bank at the very least. I mean, this mostly applies to people that are waiting. If you got a drift boat, get wild. Do what you want to do within reason. But yeah, if you're waiting, just be smart. If it's bad enough to kill you, you're probably not going to catch many fish anyway. So we're talking about a bump in flow and color, but not all out chocolate milk white water. There's a difference, and it's going to be different for everyone's watershed. You might have a creek that it works great for. It's something you got to learn from going. You know, it's one of those don't know unless you go kind of things. So get out in the water and we'll talk a little bit more about it. See if we can't catch a fish. Okay, today I'm going to talk about everybody's favorite topic, streamer fishing. Best time to do it. I'm going to assume that nobody knows anything about this, and we'll just start with the basics. Light. Darker it is, the better it is. Harder for a fish to tell, you know, what they're looking at. So they're more apt to want to pursue something thinking it's prey, and they're less exposed. So morning, evening, overcast days like we got today, great time to fish streamers. Another big factor, and something that's going on today that I really like, is rising water levels. And it pushes the fish out. It lets them be more uninhibited. You know, they can move around. The water's definitely stained up. Less visibility for me, less visibility for them. They can't see me as close. It also pushes the bait fish into places where they might not normally go. The increased turbidity makes it harder for smaller fish to get around. So larger predators can get out and eat them with less work, which is another reason it's a great time to imitate a small bait fish. That's what we're talking about. Current is no bueno. Stay pegged. Another thing we have to address is staying safe in high water. While it's a great time to get out and fish, if you wouldn't fish somewhere normally, don't fish there when the water's high. You're gonna get yourself killed, and that's, you kind of want to avoid that. Like, this is a place that I fish nonstop. It's not super high, it's just a little stained up, a little higher than what average might be. But I know where I'm wading. Like, I know where there are rocks, I know where there are stumps, I know what I'm doing. So don't go somewhere unfamiliar to fish in really high water. You might get yourself into trouble. So you just being careful in high water is really important. Like, a wading staff isn't just for old dudes. Like, if it's really hucking, consider not going, or just consider using an excess of caution. You know, stick to the banks. That's a great time to fish a little Skagit head. It's when there's high water, and a great time to swing streamers. All right, so I'm back at home. I want to do a quick wrap up. What did we learn? Number one, stay safe. If it's really hucking and it's dangerous, it's probably not worth fishing. And be familiar with where you're going if you want to fish in high water. Number two, and the most important part if we're talking about fish, you gotta be familiar with the water levels. So going online and reading the gauge is only going to help you so much if you don't go and correlate what that gauge says with what's going on a particular body of water. So again, you don't know if you don't go. That kind of thing. You got to go when it's dry. You got to go when you're in a drought. You got to go when the water's high. You got to go when there's a flood. So you can learn how that gauge corresponds with real life conditions. And once you can get that done, you can really make your fishing more efficient. Thanks for watching.